Hi there.
I'm the landscape you need to see. You are the artist I'll never be.
So that camera that we just unboxed, that's, well, this right here, the Canon PowerShot G11. But we've got something a little bit different for you. Because as they say in the infomercials of yore, but wait, there's more. Because we also have the Canon PowerShot G12. That's right, 2 cameras for the price of one. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, they look a lot alike. And well, you're not wrong. That's right, because both these cameras are pretty much the same camera. Same body styles, same specs under the hood. But there are a couple key features, well, that we're going to talk about later on in this video. But you might be thinking to yourself, Papa Bug, why would you have 2 of the same camera when we're used to you reviewing just one camera? Well, guess what? Shut your pie hole, because I'm going to tell you. So, yes, I have 2 cameras. So stop crying that we're doing a 2 camera review, because it's going to make sense in a little bit. It will make sense on how stupid I am when I'm doing my research. But we'll talk about that in a minute. So please, forgive me, folks. Just show me a little love. Forgive me, would you? I'm tired. I've been working my A off, and I'm just trying to... Anyways, so first, we've got the Canon G11, the Canon G11, and it came out in 2009 with an MSRP of roughly about $500. And now on the used market, you can get it for, I would say, about $190 to $200 to $300. So that's not too bad for a camera that came out in 2009. So you should, think about it. You should think about it. Then we have the G11, or the G12, right here. The G12, this thing came out in 2011 with an MSRP of roughly $500. And now on the used market, you can get it for, I think, between $250 and roughly $450. And there's some places that are still charging like $1,400 for this thing, $700 to $1,400. I've seen it. So this camera is really holding up well, because I mean, just look at it. Look how beautiful that thing is. It's just pretty. It's wonderful. We're gonna go with it. It's pretty. It's pretty. See how pretty that is? I keep looking at the camera there so I can make sure it's in focus. But anyways, let me look at the style. Now let's talk about some of the similarities of this camera before we get into the differences and my short-sightedness. So both cameras have the the wonderful the jog wheel and the information buttons and all the stuff normal everyday compact flash or compact digital cameras will have. It even has a wonderful articulating screen right here. So if you want to do something like, hey, look at me, I'm gorgeous. Hey, look at me, I'm gorgeous. You got the screen there for that, right? You got the screen right there. And the weird thing is, the later generations after this, you got the G12 or the G15 and G16, they took away this articulating screen, which I don't get. I don't understand. I tried doing research to find out why, but it just doesn't make sense why they would take away this wonderful screen, because it is worth so much. It's something that these cameras got to have, right? So you have the articulated screen, and this is also defined as a premium compact camera, a compact digital camera. But if you look at it compared to some of the other compact digital cameras out there, it's not that compact. In fact, I would label this as a freaking, where is it? SLR. Here's an SLR. It is really not much. It is a little bit smaller than an SLR, but it's still pretty hefty for a compact camera. So, yay. But I think where the premium part comes in, is all the top buttons up here. If you can get into focus, all these top buttons right here. That's right. You have the ISOs and the exposures, which you only really see in the higher end digital cameras like the Fujis and stuff. Those cameras nowadays, they go for $1,200 each. Some of them can get up to $3,000 for these that have all the wonderful the exposures and the ISO dials. And yet it still has this normal scene modes and everything. that you get with regular cameras out there in the world today. But seriously, these exposure wheels and the ISO wheels and everything, they make a heck of a big difference when you're out there shooting and you just flip around and you really want to, you know, have everything on the fly. If you have it on the program mode or the manual mode or the, you know, program, you know, your personalized channels on these things. I hear a dog. I'll be right back. Yeah. I don't know. Throw shit at it. I'm back. I don't know if I got it. Well, I'm going to throw that in the video if I caught it. So now,
I think I forgot to tell you guys something. I'm not sure, but just in case, we're gonna do this. These two lovely cameras shoot at a whopping 10 megapixels. Woohoo! And again, because of the CCD sensor, they're not bad, but they also have a little secret that I think is something you should know. This right here, this beautiful piece of equipment here, guess what? It comes off. And why does it come off? You can get accessories for it, like lights and lens covers and other things. And honestly, I don't know what you can get for it. I looked for things and I really couldn't find anything but like lens accessories that will extend the picture and all. But yeah, you needed to know that. These little rings, they come off and they shoot at a whopping 10 megapixels. Now back to the program.
we're going to talk about some of the differences, the key differences in these cameras that separate them from one another. First, the G11 here, the G11, this is an all metal body, which I don't know, I don't like the feel of it. It's an all metal body right here versus the G12, which has the premium plastic, which feels a little, I don't know, I like the feel of this better. Then there's the back here, you don't see this right here, see that? There's no thumb rest versus the thumb rest right there, which actually, it is a bit of a, it just feels better when you're holding this camera. So you have that's the two key differences there. There's also a programmable dial right here on this camera right here. It's a programmable dial that this camera does not have, which is kind of a cool feature in these two, in this camera. So it has that. But now what sets it apart and where my short-sightedness is in the actual video of this camera, right? This camera shoots at a whole whopping 640 by 420 at 24 frames per second, which it's okay. And I realized I screwed up when I got it and I started shooting some video with it. And you will see that when we show the images in the next segment of this video. But here, this one shoots at 1270 by, I forgot the other aspect ratio, at 24 frames per second, which for vlogging sakes and just shooting some good video that you can share with people is wonderful, I should say. And also the reason why I wanted to do that versus just keeping it at the 640 level is because I eventually want to do a video on vlogging cameras. Like when you're doing videos, do you really need a high-end camera that, you know, sells for $700-800 versus something from 12 years ago? Because there's a lot of people out there that want to do vlogs, but they just don't have the money to spend, you know, and they want to do more than use their, you know, cell phones. So they want a camera, something like this. And well, we're going to be doing a video on that. But anyways, we've gone over some of the random, you know, things of these cameras, but how about we go out now and take a few shots and take some video of this thing and let you guys be the judge of the pictures out there. So I'll see you guys in a minute.
To you.
What did you guys think about those pictures from cameras that from 2009 and 2011? Because in my humble opinion, which is not very humble, I thought they were great. And it's pretty much probably due to the CCD sensor that that I love and I don't really know that much about. I just think it looks really good, and especially if you're just using those photos for friends, family, and on social media, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine because it is just stuff that people could save, they can share. And is this a camera that I would use in professional situations? No, not my main camera, because when I was doing event photography, I was using a camera like this that was made for, the situation at hand because it had all the lenses and do all the shots. But if I needed something in a pinch and I just wanted to get some quick shots, I would throw it on auto and I would be using something like this G12 as a backup, which, is a good damn camera. So I would suggest if you have some extra cash, pick up one of these cameras and just go have some fun with it, because it is something that, just between the body shape and the feel of it and the optical, the viewfinder, which I forgot to mention, it is a camera worth looking into. In fact, if you go to YouTube right now, you will find in the last year a lot of people that are into the G9s, G12, G10s, 11s, 12s, and so on and so forth. But if you're looking for something with the articulated screen, stay away from the G15s and the G16s. For some reason, they skipped 13 and 14. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe me and Canon should have a talk, but I don't know. Now, something a little bit special, guys. Something to kind of flip around here. I'm going to start doing reviews of things like movies and of comic books and toys. But I'm not going to be alone. I think I've got somebody that's going to come in and we're going to start doing another segment and maybe turn it into our own channel where we're going to start doing movie reviews starting off. So be on the lookout for that. But until then, until the next time, go get a camera and you go show the world how you see it. So I'll see you next time here on Daddy's House and the Average Guy.